Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here this morning on behalf of the JSE and our CEO, Nikki Newton-King. I'd like to extend a special welcome to Lambert Retief and his team from Novus Holdings. Welcome. And to all of the sponsors and advisors and everyone else who was responsible for bringing the company to market. We know how much hard work it takes, and we're delighted to have you.
Thank you, Tamsin. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our third listing of the year here at the JSE. We are absolutely delighted to welcome Novus Holdings to our main board. And Lambert, we congratulate you and your team. I'm actually really pleased to see your company listing here because manufacturing is such an important part of job creation and the growth of our economy, and it has been under pressure in the last couple of years. The company has grown since its inception to be one of the most comprehensive commercial printing and manufacturing operations in South Africa. And my understanding is that one of the motivations for your listing here is to create the ability to raise capital and the brand awareness and so forth to continue to expand and perhaps even into Africa. As Tamsin was saying, we're the largest exchange on the African continent, and as we congratulate you and honor you for the work and success that your company's had, we hope that you share the pride that we have. We're very proud of the fact for the 5th year in a row we've been rated by the World Economic Forum as the best regulated exchange in the world. And in addition to that, we're number 3 in the world in terms of capital raising. You're the 18th company to list on what's called the support services sector of the main board. That sector has a market cap of about $27.3 billion, and the JSE itself is at a market cap now of $11.8 trillion, which is the 19th largest in the world. So we feel a lot of prestige in having you list here, and we hope that you feel that prestige in terms of listing on our board as well.
Thank you, Donna, and thank you, Nikki, for the opportunity. Your reference to the 11 plants and the one tissue facility made me think of they say in the States, the chairman must know how many plants you have and the MD is supposed to know where they are. So, on that note, I must apologize for the absence of Stephen van der Walt, the Group CEO. He had a prior arrangement to be abroad, and as a result of the postponement of the listing, he cannot be here today. This is an occasion where we should say thank you to people. It's difficult to single out people, but you know, certainly our sponsors at Investec, the people here, the company secretary, the COO, the CFO, and then Edrich, who specifically was the point man on this, Robert and his team that will be holding our hands going forward, then Ian van Zyl, our attorney, who really went out of his way, and he not only burnt the midnight oil, but also the weekend oil. It was great to have such a team on board, specifically if you have opposition from other parties who want to prevent you from listing. There's this old adage of saying it's when you're up to your eyeballs in crocodiles, it's difficult to remember that the original objective was to drain the swamp. The history of the company really started in 2000 with the merger between what was then Paul Webb and Nationale Tijdschrift, and then from there went through a number of phases of broadening the scope of it, specifically in 2008, the introduction of Coldset, which is the newspaper printing business, and a couple of others. Then, as you said quite rightly, the ability to raise capital is important for us. Hopefully we won't need it too soon because the balance sheet is strong. To the team, I wish you luck. It's going to be quite a journey. And above all, remember you're there to manage the business, not the share price. Thank you, everybody.
On that note, talking about the trading prices, I'd like to ask Martin Koch from our Trading Services Division to walk us through what happens on the trading screen. Martin.
Thank you, Tamsin. And to say that we will manage the share price, yes, we will make sure that your share price is available for trading, available to be traded every day. What we currently on the equity market is called an opening auction. It starts from 8:30 and goes all the way to 9 o'clock. There's a random uncrossing at 9 o'clock so that there's no gaming of the share price. In the middle of the screen, you can see the security code is NVS, and this is what you'll be known as on the JSE for the remainder of the natural life of this instrument, NVS. Just if you were maybe a bit concerned this morning that you walked into the trading engine or into the JSE and not seeing any people in bright jackets running around shouting orders and bids. That's unfortunately not been the case, for those of you who don't know, since about 2000. What we currently have is we've got little, minute, micro-sized men running through wires all over the place, trading these shares in our super fast trading engine downstairs. We are currently trading close to about 20 billion rand on the equity market every day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's quite an interesting new development for us. It gives us access to the market for funding, and clearly it gives us a greater visibility, the ability to attract better staff and to incentivize the staff accordingly. We have gone through a couple of expansions recently with the tissue facility, and which is being enlarged. We're putting in a packaging gravure press, which is quite new for us. And we have a couple of things that we're not at liberty to discuss at the moment. We have generous facilities that we can utilize. We don't foresee needing to raise capital in the near future, but it's nice to have that ability and to know that the market is there for you if required. Historically, the business has been and will remain the two PAL Media parts, being PAL Media Holdings, which is the heat set business, the commercial printing side of it, and then PAL Cold Set, which is more of a newspaper printing operation and newspaper type of products. And that will remain the core of the business. We'll be expanding to adjacent areas and staying in areas that the management understands and that we can get our head around and build on the core strengths.